What's going on, guys? The Barber coming at you with another video. Here I'm going to bring you a high and tight skin fade on my client with a number 3 on top. I'm going to first go in with my 5-0 blade on my Oster Octane, make that guideline the whole way around the head and remove the bulk underneath of it. That Oster Octane is super powerful. It makes it super easy to remove bulk in a lot of these areas instead of using that trimmer. We're going to take our trimmer now and bring it down a little bit closer, going up to the line, but not too high where you create another line. We're just going to go up and flick out when we get up to the top. We're then going to take our Barberless gold foil shaver and we're just going to go up close to that line and try to blend out that stubble and the line that we may have created with the trimmer blade just below it. We'll go in with my Wall Senior with the blade open, going up about a ½ inch. Try to make sure that guideline is clean the whole way through. We're then going to close that blade up, knock out that bottom line slightly, and slowly open up the clipper until we get to that first initial guideline that we made. And I like to play with the lever just to make sure that I grab all the light and dark spots and make sure that bottom line is completely blended out before I move to that next step. And my process changes from haircut to haircut. It just depends on the head shape and the dips in the head that my client may or may not have. Making sure to always check your mirror for any imperfections you may see. I'll then take my 1 guard open, go up another ½ inch, making sure again that guideline is nice and clean the whole way through. Just makes it nice to have a clean canvas when you're going from guideline to guideline. We'll then close that blade up and we'll begin to take out that line we made with our no guard open, using the corner of the blade. Try not to go up too high. As you can see, that first initial guideline is starting to begin getting blended out. I'll then take that 1/16 guard and now we'll complete the blending process. I'll start with it open, then I'll close it halfway, and then I'll close it the whole way using that corner blade technique. I like to stretch my client's skin just to make sure that I grab everything. I'll then take my number 2 guard with it open, and then I'll close it and start blending downwards. I'm able to go up a little bit higher on the ridge because I know he likes to keep his fade higher, and I know we're going to do a number 3 on top. I'll then take that 1.5 guard open, and then I'll close it as we fade down in this process. As you can see, the blending process is starting to come together. Now we'll go in and we'll add some detail as we fade down with that 1 guard, open, close, in between, and we'll just continue to blend out and kind of take out any dark spots that we may see. Now we got our 1/16 on. Doing the same thing, just detailing the haircut, fading down. And then we'll repeat the same process on the other side. Just don't want to detail too much due to having a fresh set of eyes, as they would say. You kind of tend to start getting blurred vision when you start looking at the same spot the whole time. So I'll go in and I'll do the other side and go back to detail on the other side if I need to, if I feel like the haircut is where it needs to be at. But there you see we need to go open, then we slightly close it and open it until we blend that first initial guideline out. And I focus a lot on the back before I get to the sides, just so I make sure that fade stays even as we transition to the other side. Usually I'll make the guidelines the whole way through, but for YouTube purposes, I'm doing one side at a time. Take that one guard, same process, open, clean it up. We'll close that blade, clean it up under it. And like I said, I like to focus on the back to make sure that blend stays consistent. Now we take that 1/16, same process, open, close it until we start to knock out a lot of those dark spots that we may see and the guidelines that we have made. Then we'll take our 2 guard, open, then we'll close it just below that. Same thing, taking that 1.5 as we start to blend out that initial guideline at the ridge. Then we begin to fade down and detailing the haircut as we go. Here I got my no guard, open, close, and just detailing using that corner of the blade. I like to use that corner method as his hair growth starts to spin due to the cowlick, just taking out some dark spots there. And then here, like, I just kind of gauge what guard, where I was at in my fade with that guard, and I start to detail out that haircut. I'll then take my number 3 guard and we'll begin to knock down the top. Sometimes when I do his hair, I can get it blended perfectly in, but sometimes I always have to go back and blend down from that ridge area into the lighter part of the fade. Making sure that we take that 3 guard and we go all different directions to make sure we get an even cut. Always make sure that you're brushing your client's hair, brushing that hair away, so you always have a clean canvas and you can see exactly what you're cutting. I then take my 2 guard, like I said, sometimes I could blend it really well into it, but a lot of times you gotta, fade down and recheck your work. Always recheck your work, guys. Another method I love to do is using my texturizing shears with the small fine teeth of the comb and going in and detailing the inside of that haircut. I feel like that's like the best method for that. Depending on head shape, if your client has a lot of dips and stuff, sometimes it may not work the best. I'll do the same thing on both sides then. Now, he likes to keep his hairline natural. I don't like to dig into it. He doesn't like me to dig into it. So we try to keep it as natural as possible and just clean up some of those hairs that may hang over. Some clients of mine do not like to have a super sharp shape up, so that's the reason why I do so. Here's another method I like to do. Rather than taking another clipper guard, I'll use the comb and kind of bring some of that cowlick area down and just hit it with my trimmer and knock it down a little bit shorter so it doesn't hang over as much. Going out with the razor, and I go clean up some of the areas that I feel need to be touched up a little bit, just to get that line to pop a little bit more. And I like to take the razor around the neck and around his ear, just to clean up some of the spots that are hard to reach with the close shaver and the trimmer. Sorry for not being as enthusiastic. It's Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday actually, so I'm trying to get this video done. I recorded a couple days ago, but get busy, family and things like that happen, and life happens, so bear with me. I'll be more energetic on some of my other videos, and I'm trying to get better. But here's the finished product. Appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.